Have you ever served two terms as President of the United States, go on a wild African safari, run another yet unsuccessful campaign for President of the United States? Then you decide to go to Brazil to explore this unmapped, uncharted river deep in the Amazon rainforest. Well, if that's you, you're most likely the 26th President of the United States, Theodore Roosevelt. In honor of President's Day, I'm sharing this book review of Candace Millard's book, The River of Doubt Theodore Roosevelt's Darkest Journey. This book follows Teddy Roosevelt, who agrees to travel to Brazil to explore this unmapped, uncharted river deep in the Amazon rainforest. This expedition took place around 1913, 1914. This was right after Roosevelt's unsuccessful campaign for President of the United States back in 1912. He takes this journey with his son Kermit and this team of Brazilian adventurers. Story begins as this kind of like ambitious journey that these men take, but as you can imagine, the journey does not go the way it is expected to go, and it turns on to a full-on this fight for survival. I'll not try to spoil too much of the plot and all the details of what happened on this journey, but this book really just highlights the struggle of man's desire to survive against the unforgiving yet just brutal nature of the Amazon rainforest. But at the same time, it's the wonder of trying to explore this unmapped river, which was one of the most unmapped rivers at that time. Now, when you think of Teddy Roosevelt, you probably think of this like macho, manly man, if you will. But this book really just shines a different light on him because he's really at the mercy of this unforgiving Amazon wilderness. And without spoiling too much of the book, he almost dies. Again, you really see the vulnerability of this man who at the time was considered this really unmovable object, this bull moose. And yet he's reduced to this fragile state given all the ills that go wrong with his journey. Another thing to remember is he's in his 50s at the time of this journey, which is mind-boggling if you really think about it. You know, he wasn't afforded the luxury of modern amenities and medicine, and yet he survived in his mid-50s in the Amazon rainforest during the 1910s. It's crazy. All that saying, I love this book. I'm a history nerd, I will admit, but if you really like thrillers, historical biographies, adventure journeys, this book is for you because it blends all of that together. It also gives you this amazing description of the landscape of the Amazon that they witness on their journey, and it's just breathtaking. And of course, you deal with the hurdles that they encounter along the way with this survival journey. Um, Amazing book. I highly recommend it. Check it out.